We knew it was coming, and it came. Even though winter is long and hard and cold here in Canada, the first snow is always really beautiful and exciting. If you're new, I'm Erica. My husband Mark and I and our 3 children live fully off-grid in Canada. We try to live a healthy and self-sufficient lifestyle, and that's what we share about in our videos. So I'd love if you'd subscribe to our channel. Mark was at work, so the girls and I started off the day as usual with a nice warm fire, breakfast, and instead of our usual getting to homeschool right away, we decided to go out and enjoy the snow. Because to a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old, seeing snow when you haven't seen it in 6 months is really exciting, and there are so many things to do, so much fun to be had. There were a few things that I needed to get done outside as well, so I put my new little baby in the wrap nice and snug close to my body, and I bought a new winter coat at a thrift store, intentionally bigger than I would normally buy so that I could fit my little baby easily inside of it. Our deep freezers are in the basement, and we can only access our basement from outside of the house. So I head down there first to get a few items that I'll need for supper. In the winter, we are keeping the fire going nonstop. Firewood is our main source of heat in our home. So in between all the other things that I'm doing throughout the day, I am popping in logs and stoking the fire, keeping it going so our house stays warm. Throughout the winter, we'll clean off the solar panels every time that it snows, but on this day, I knew that the snow was not going to stick. It was going to be above freezing, so I didn't bother. Now that the fire is roaring, I'm closing the dampers to restrict airflow so that it doesn't go so crazy. And now I'm preparing to head out and get some firewood. I want to fill up my firewood box by the wood stove in the living room, so I have plenty for the next couple of days. I have to take those opportunities whenever they present themselves. As a mom of 3 little kids, you just have to get things done when you have a few minutes to do it. I'm now 8 weeks postpartum, and every time I haul in another load of firewood, I'm reminded how far that small habits have carried me. The strength to recover from giving birth and to do the things necessary to keep our home running. It all comes from the simple, steady routines that I've built over time. And that's what I share in my free workshop called the Well-Energized Woman, how I used really small, simple, doable steps to rebuild my energy and health. So I would love for you to join me in that workshop. You can find the link in the description below. Mark just recently built this box to keep our firewood in. You can see him doing that in our last video. But it has been so nice to have a large container for firewood. We were just using a tiny little basket before and had to fill it up at least once a day, often multiple times a day, during the colder parts of the winter. So I'm so thankful to have this big bin to throw a bunch of firewood and know I'll be good for a couple of days. So while I've been doing this, the girls have been happily doing all sorts of things outside, climbing around and making snow angels and little piles of snow and throwing snow at each other. We complain about winter, more than we should, but it's lovely to see the joy that can be found in a season that is hard for a lot of reasons, but there's always a silver lining.
That's good for the mouth. Can you help me stick it in?
Now you need eyes, right?
Yeah. I got my plan. These. Eye. There's an eye. So what should we use for the other eye?
Same thing. Yeah, we're gonna go inside. All their gear was sopping wet, so we hung it up by the fire. It would be dry in no time, and got down to our schoolwork. Thanks so much for watching this video. We make a new video every week about our off-grid life, so I'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.